I never thought of you writing this, but if you're reading my note, you know the nominations for the Horror Game Awards are missing. I got a tip, a message from someone I can't trace. They said the nominations are hidden out here, in these woods. I don't know who or what took them, but I have to try and get them back. The message said to start where the trees bend like broken fingers. I know this park. There's a grove just past the old playground. That's where I'll look first.
What's that? What is that? What the? Is this nomination? Oh, found one. Nice. What was that? What the hell was that?
We are Lost in Cult, an award-winning design-led publishing house, record label, and games publisher. We celebrate your favourite video games as the culturally significant works that they are. In an increasingly digital landscape, we've preserved the legacy of iconic titles in physical form, immortalising their artistry through journals, books, vinyl, physical games, board games, and more. We combine striking visual design and insightful writing to bring these tangible forms to life, telling stories that might otherwise fade away. From Tunic to Phasmophobia and everything in between, our high-quality works honour the creativity, community, and emotional impact of gaming culture. Lost in Cult. Video game culture preserved.
I found the first nomination, but something's off. The woods feel wrong. It's like I'm being watched. The next clue said, where water runs, secrets hide.
I have to keep going. What's that? Saw a nomination.
Attention. Due to recent flooding and pandemic, access to all external areas is restricted. For your protection, please avoid contact with anybody that may appear abnormal. Your safety in this new world is our absolute priority.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. Sacred duty, guide my way. God, protect me!
Shall tread where angels fell.
pond's surface is perfectly still, like it's holding its breath. The nomination's just sitting here, out in the open. It almost feels like bait. Every instinct says to leave it, but I've come too far to turn back now.
The other one. Thank God. Get me out of here.
Phase 0.
The fire was still burning when I got here. No one in sight, just the crackle and feeling that I'd miss whoever left it by seconds. Whoever, or whatever, is leading me. They want me to keep going. I can't decide if that's a good thing or not.
Oh, there's another note. What about the fire? I just gotta get out of here.
It's worse than I expected. Do you see those girls there on the beach? Did your government brief you on any potential anomalies?
Take this gun, fly to Korea, don't ask questions, good luck, Godspeed. They haven't told me shit.
Something is really wrong with this place. They're everywhere. I think those girls have taken over more of the city than we realized. Evan, are you there? I just killed a dog. Actually, 2 dogs.
That plant thing! It's doing something to the bodies here!
I think it's mutating them.
Dog, human, fucking whale, who knows what else?
It's better you just turn around and leave.
I only have 1 more shell. I don't think it's going to be enough.
It's too late! Dying won't change anything! Jesus, they knew.
You're smarter than you look, Gordito.
You never should have come back.
I got a message from Mira.
She's been gone a long time. Ran when things got hard. Left the band behind.
I need to know why. Why she vanished when everything was coming together. Isn't that why you're here too?
Did you forget what happened on that night? This place remembers,
And so do I. I'll be waiting. So come and find me. Mira.
Dr. Rose! Are you okay? Dr. Rose! Don't worry about me. We'll meet again. I promise.
What's going on? Why can't I remember anything?
We need to get out of here together. But we'll have to rely on your powers.
Come with me, Alexia. Your family is waiting for you.
Where am I? And what happened
here? Once we're out of here, I promise to explain everything you want to know. The power within you is extraordinary. Not everyone has power like you, Alexia.
So, I'm just a weapon to be used. Then why are you helping me?
I just don't want to see you die here.
Freedom isn't as beautiful as you think. The world outside, it's much crueler than you imagine.
Listen to me, Alexia. If you escape, you can have a life of your own.
How can I trust you? What else have you lied about?
We, Atlas, made you, Alexia. I'm like a father to you.
I'll make them pay for what they did to you. This is my promise.
The last nomination was waiting for me on the shore, half buried in the frost. The ice groaned beneath my feet, and for a second, the whole world felt silent, like the woods were holding their breath, waiting for something. I should have known this was a trap. I was never meant to leave these woods.
It's the last nomination. Oh, yes. What the? What?
Hello, sleeper. We have some bad news. Our precious planet Earth is dying. So our best scientists and hardest workers have built 13 giant floating space cities to launch them towards our potential new home. Sadly, not everyone was able to join us on this noble journey, but we believe that those we left behind on a dying Earth are all cheering our success, and their memories drives us towards our destiny. Here comes the good news. Small percentage of humanity who have been chosen for this great sacred mission. Please sit here and wait until a colleague or a specialist arrives to help you. Once again, the Aurora Board welcomes you on board. Have a wonderful day.
I don't know what just attacked me, but something just came out of the woods after I found that last note. It chased me. I don't know where I'm at anymore. All I know is I think I found all the nominations. But I don't know where I'm at. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna go back to where I found the fire. I'm gonna leave the notes there. The best chance for them getting back to where they're supposed to be is that someone tomorrow comes to this park, to these woods, and finds those nominations. I'm gonna write a note detailing everything that happened out here tonight. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I keep hearing this noise, this static, and these branches just keep breaking near me. I keep hearing animal noises, and there shouldn't be anything here. It's the winter. It's cold. Everything is gone. But there is something out here. I don't know why. But if you don't hear from me again, I did what I could to make sure the award show can still go on. I hope you guys appreciate that. Admire Plague, signing off.
If you, the audience, is hearing this, that means the nominations made it out. I never was going to. The woods, they don't let go. Not when you know too much.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Horror Game Awards 2025. I'm Phil.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Will.
And we are here today to celebrate the best of horror for the past year. So, slightly later than intended, let's get into it.
Hooray, at least the technical difficulties are out the way now, innit? So, yeah, we go everywhere together, like Cerberus, a three-headed dog. This is how we present things. So it's very exciting to have you guys here live in the audience tonight. Hello to everybody watching at home. But can we get a cheer from you guys sat here? Really good, really good.
Yeah, we started the Horror Game Awards back in 2022 as just a single live stream, and now, in the 4th year, we're here live in front of a live audience. Give yourselves a cheer.
I have written so many of those into this, by the way. I'm really milking it.
But yeah, it's kind of weird and humbling to be here like this early into our journey, but one of the things that we've always wanted to do is celebrate horror as an underrepresented genre and celebrate the developers who make these fantastic games that we love and continue to celebrate them and to make sure that we're celebrating games that are made by real people, not by generative AI.
Whoop.
And just as importantly, made by real people who have the freedom to make the art that they want. They don't have to look over their shoulder worrying about job losses or arbitrary censorship. They can make the things that we love and they can continue to do it and enjoy it so that we can continue to do it and enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all massive advocates for that, of course. It's time to now celebrate Lost in Cult. Hooray! Lost in Cult are the wonderful sponsors of our show. They've helped us put all this together. They release wonderful, amazing physical releases of games media. They are great, and we really love them, and we're very happy to put this show together with them tonight. So, yeah, our lovely little Lost in Cult section there to say thank you. And we're all super honored to be here to celebrate the horror genre that has done so much for us in our lives as content creators, as journalists, as people who just love playing things. And yeah, it's really, really special to be able to have a full in-person Horror Game Award. So thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for watching at home as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we've taken up a lot of your time, so let's start off with our first award. So our first award will be for the Horror Content Creator of the Year. And to present this award is a man who's not too short of championing indie horror, and also enjoying a Fazbear pizza or two. So can you welcome to the stage, Dorco!
Woo!
Right, guys, this is my first time presenting an award, so I am bricking it right now, so bear with me. I've got a little speech to say before I present it. So I'm just going to read it. This is the first time I presented since 10 years ago in a school presentation. So bear with me, guys. I'm scared. So yeah, I think it's fair to say that horror games are special to all of us here tonight. For me, it's obviously Five Nights at Freddy's. Anybody? Okay, yeah. To someone else, it could be Resident Evil, Poppy Playtime, Silent Hill. Horror games are tools to connect like-minded players from all over the world. The Horror Content Creator of the Year, which has been entirely decided by public votes across the world, is an award for someone who brings people together with their online presence and break new ground in commentary, entertainment, and community. Those that uplift and celebrate the games that we might not have found otherwise. A fun example of mine is obviously FNAF. When I see people in public and they ask me about FNAF, and I'd say about 20% of people have not even played the games. They just like watching content creators like me or somebody else poop ourselves, basically. So yeah. Sorry guys, let me... Thanks guys. Content creation is more than algorithms and sponsorships. It's about wanting to share experiences of how horror games make us feel, of course with those jump scare moments. So yeah, here are the nominees for Horror Content Creator of the Year.
Oh! Don't tell me to shush. Why are there so many books back here? You God!
That last night was Halloween? Like October 31st, 1994?
Are you a real cop, Dion Remedy? Sounds familiar.
My name is Dion Remedy.
I love love and I love flesh. Whoa.
I can't see shit.
Come on, man! I fucking knew it! Oh! Oh!
The Horror Content Creator of the Year 2025 goes to Markiplier.
This should probably be fine. Hey.
No, I'm not even Rob! What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I don't know where he is. He's somewhere in America. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Mark.
No.
He's with Iron Lung at the moment. The movie comes out January 30th, so go check it out. It's great. I was there last week in LA. It's awesome. Mark's great, so yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, next up, it's time for our first batch of trailers of the night, and we are starting off with the premiere of a game called The Bagman. And I'm very honored to have Nate, who developed the game from Bad Tasty here. So he's going to just give us a little bit of a brief intro, tell us what this game is all about, and then we'll watch the trailers.
Okay. Yep. So the game, imagine if Maniac Mansion met Outlast, crossed with a 80s, 90s slasher vibe, and runs on the Mega Drive, plus the PC and modern consoles. It's a retro slasher horror pixel stealth game. Yeah.
And as someone who still has his original Mega Drive, I'm very much looking forward to playing this, so let's check it out.
For Eloise, this was just another babysitting job. Sneak in a couple of friends, laugh the night away. Innocent teenage fun. Until the knock. Until the breath behind the door. Until the unclasping of the bag. Friends can help when all seems lost. Issue commands to move forward, orders to escape death. They'll listen. They'll follow. But one wrong decision, one fatal slip, and poor Eloise will watch them lead, beg, and die. Who lives and who dies? Multiple endings based on the decisions you make. Solve puzzles, hide, distract, and survive in this authentic retro 16-bit horror nightmare. He has something to show you. And all he wants is your soul. The Bagman. Coming to the Mega Drive, PC, and other modern consoles. Wishlist on Steam now.
Fantastic!
What defines humanity? Our ability to collaborate, to contemplate the big questions? At Corinth, we believe it's our ability to innovate. We're transforming humanity's future. Are you coming with us? Corinth, humanity first.
This is WDCN Dayton County News Radio. We are returning now to our ongoing coverage of the Dayton County Mall incident. Authorities are telling us the incident is likely due to a gas leak in the mall, having been built near natural gas lines.
I know what I saw. That wasn't a gas leak. That wasn't an incident. It was a goddamn massacre. And it was only the beginning.
That looks good. World of Horror has some delicious Junji Ito vibes, so definitely check that one out. So we're going to get to another award category now and dive into the chaotic world of multiplayer horror. So this award is going to be presented by Chanel Brown and Leah Houston from Vert Paint, who are the studio behind the upcoming Lovecraftian horror Ritual Tide. So please give them a big round of applause.
Ash, for that lovely introduction.
And thank you for the Horror Game Awards and Lost in Cult for obviously bringing this all together and for giving horror genre the love it truly deserves.
You might not... Oh.
Okay.
You might not have heard much about Ritual Tides, but that's because we haven't shown much. You'll have seen us in the summer FGS, and I know you're screaming for gameplay, you want to see more. Well, I will say from public suspicion, we do not yet have a release date for Ritual Tides. Yet.
However, please keep us in your back pocket because a Jurassic Park, single-player, really high-quality horror game is coming to you soon.
Please... Oh!
Thank you!
If you haven't checked out our Discord, please do. We have a spoilers channel. You can see things behind the scenes of what's going on with Ritual Tides.
And we're here too. So, on to the award for the best multiplayer horror game this year.
Nominees.
If you will.
Okay, guys, I have a plan. No! Please. Stop! No, Michael, don't get involved in this. Give it to me. No.
The fuck you think I am? Some kind of puppet? You pull my string?
You're literally a puppet.
Don't you upset Daddy.
We've got contact.
We're on our way.
Where are you?
This is starting to freak me out.
We have to regroup. Get back together right now.
It's hunting us!
Now, the winner of the best multiplayer horror game is... Repo!
Okay, guys, I have a plan. No! Please. Stop! No, Michael, don't get involved in this. Give it to me.
Hello guys, I want to extend a big thank you from me and everyone else at Semiwork for this award. We are so humbled and thankful, and we're big horror fans, and to be acknowledged in this manner is just an honor, and it's so much fun for us. Also, a big thanks to everyone who has played the game. We are spoiled by an amazing community that has embraced Repo in all its horror and fun chaos. We're also heading into 2026, which will not only entail more updates, but also the full release of Repo as a complete game. So we hope you guys are excited for that. And once again, thank you so much for this award. It means so much to us, and I hope you guys have an amazing event. Bye.
No, congratulations to the team behind Repo and obviously all the nominees as well. Now, there's no better way to celebrate than with the world premiere looking at the trailer for Whistle of the Maples, a feature-length horror film featuring Charlie Kozlowski. You probably know better as Chris Redfield in the 1996 release, Resident Evil. The film is a full-length follow-up to the 2022 short film, and it promises rustic folk horror in spades. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Brandon Salisbury, the director of George A. Romero's Resident Evil.
I'm Tom Robinald, the cinematographer and the editor for George A. Romero's Resident Evil.
And today we're here to give you an exclusive first look at an original horror film written, directed, and shot by Tom Robinald called Whistle to the Maples.
Whistle to the Maples is inspired by 1970s, 80s, and 90s horror films that I've watched my whole life, as well as playing Resident Evil for the last 30 years of my life. I really wanted to take the atmosphere from Resident Evil, kind of being in the Spencer Mansion and Raccoon City and feeling like you're part of the area rather than just a spectator. I wanted to bring that into the film and make it feel like you're in the movie rather than just sitting in a theater or sitting at home and watching it.
Whistle to the Maples brings back many production members from George A. Romero's Resident Evil, including Paige Barbas, who returns doing special effects. And we also brought back Andy Cox from Biohazard Declassified and J.J. Truelock from Residents of Evil as producers. Whistle to the Maples is a new initiative by Residents of Evil to produce new original horror content for their channel. As part of that initiative, and because of our love for Resident Evil, we brought back Charlie Kozlowski, better known as Chris Redfield in the original Resident Evil. this time as a villainous character named Carl, quite different from his heroic character, Chris Redfield.
Working with Charlie was a dream come true. It was strange to see him in the flesh rather than having just seen him on the screen for the last 30 years, and he really knocked it out of the park as Carl. He was exactly what I envisioned when I had written the script, and we were so lucky to have him in the film.
Whistle to the Maples is the first step in a continuing partnership with Residents of Evil, who also partnered on George A. Romero's Resident Evil. After Whistle to the Maples, we'll be adapting Faith, the Unholy Trinity, based on the Erdorf video game. We're huge fans of Faith. It's an amazing game. It's a very original concept, and as a fan, it is an honor to have the opportunity to adapt a game that I love, that I'm very passionate about, but also getting to work with Residents of Evil. We also have other projects that are in development, new original films that are inspired by survival horror video games. Survival horror video games have been very much a part of our lives for 30 years, from Silent Hill to Clock Tower to Alone in the Dark and many others.
So we hope you like this exclusive preview of Whistle to the Maples and what we've got coming for you in the future. Thank you.
My name is Cyrus. This is my land.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just bought this place last week.
That's all hunting land all around the cabin. That was our own private club.
Look, buddy, you've got to be at the wrong place.
Yeah, I haven't never seen a long dead body before. It's what we've got to do, so it's what we're gonna do. I've been thinking about it.
I kept that club going from the year I bought the place right up until last year. You know what happened? They all died.
Nobody cares about Helen except us. She's our payday.
I told you! What did I tell you? Helen! Helen! Wake up!
If we get caught, they're gonna check the other graves.
This is my cabin. Today is Sunday. Why are you here on this fine Sunday?
Oh, hell no. Sunday's the Lord's Day. That's a day for church.
Oh, thank goodness. It's been so dark.
What's your problem now? Got away with it before? Get away with it. She knew our names, Carl. I don't know how she knew our names.
Cyrus!
We're going out again. I'm not asking because I know you're not dumb enough to say no.
Nah, never up there on Sunday. No reason to be.
Why me? Why was I the only one you asked to do this? Because I know you can do it, and because I know you're desperate.
Whistle. We would all whistle to pass the time. And I could do it the best. Whistle to the Maples we would. Desired work.
And there we go. Lots to look forward to for fans of Faith, the Unholy Trinity, because obviously the Lost in Cult product there. And we're also going to be seeing the film from Brandon Salisbury, who's producing Whistle to the Maples. So very much lots to check out there. Right, our next award is the Best VR Horror Game. And to present this, we have the co-host of PSVR Without Parole podcast, a veteran content creator and general VR game aficionado. Please welcome Miles Dyer.
How we doing, everyone? Doing good? I just want to say that putting these productions on is no easy feat, so I just want to give it up to everyone who's made this happen today. So can we give it up for them? Honestly, great work. And I believe we do have sound in the chat now, so they could hear that. There's nothing quite like starting a new horror game, is there? Like getting completely lost in a world with its twisted world building. And whether you're slowly looking around a corner to see if there could be a monster there, or running for your life because it turns out there is a monster there and it's coming after you right now, immersion is key in building that perfect sense of presence and dread. And what better way to fully immerse yourself into a horror experience than to do so with the technology of virtual reality. And so from haptic feedback to spatial audio, and yes, even eye-tracked jump scares, these exist, VR continues to impress. And in 2025, it delivered some of the finest, scariest, and gripping horror experiences to date. And so all of the nominees are incredible today, and there are 3 in particular that stood out. And so the nominees for Best Horror VR Game are Xenomorphs, Deadly,
We're on our way.
Where are you?
This is starting to freak me out.
We have to regroup. Get back together right now. It's hunting us.
I have destroyed so many pairs of underwear with all 3 of those games. And the winner for Best VR Horror Game is The Midnight Walk.
Hello, Horror Game Awards.
Hello.
Klaus and Olaf here.
Yeah.
Want to thank you all for the lovely award and for playing our game and sharing memories of it.
Yeah, we're super happy to have the award, and thank you for giving us this. And of course, also a big thanks to our team, who's been doing an amazing work up in the north of Sweden. We're super happy about this.
Yeah. And thank you for supporting us to make the next game also.
Play more horror games. Woo!
Yeah, woo!
I keep wanting to make a silly noise as I come on. Oh, right, okay, we've got some more trailers now. The horror keeps on coming, and we've got a little bit from Lost in Cult's version of The Midnight Walk as well to treat you to, as well as an exclusive look at an upcoming psychological horror game right afterwards. So don't go anywhere. You guys can't. You're trapped.
We were driving home after a long day at the lab when chaos broke out. Now, I'm all alone in this ghost town, surrounded by monsters. Every shadow hides a threat, every sound chills my bones. I have to keep moving. Survive until dawn.
Shit. Ayolah, masa nyangkut sih? Ini Agni. Banyak manekin yang bisa bergerak di rumah ini. Kalau cuma 1-2 sih masih bisa dibilang kelas kancil. Tapi ini harus tahu sumbernya dulu baru bisa disimpulin. Gak bisa dibuka. Kuncinya ada di sekitar sini gak ya?
Bisa ngerasain semuanya.
Pak, tenang Pak, nama Bapak siapa? Saya bisa bantu, tapi tolong ceritakan dulu apa yang Bapak...
Sakit, hentikan.
Yeah, we honestly can't wait to see the horrors that await us in Agni in 2027. Now, though, our next award is for Best Indie Horror Game, and it's presented by Ali Fraser of Secret Mode, the publishers that bagged an award in 2024 for the Lovecraftian nightmare Still Wakes the Deep. Let's see who'll be taking it in 2025.
It's a pleasure to hand the baton over from Still Wakes the Deep last year to the best indie game this year. Here's the nominees. And the best indie horror game is Look Outside.
Congratulations to Look Outside there. And now, our next world premiere. Those of you who, like me, started your journey with horror games on the original PlayStation and the original Resident Evil will remember that that game started with a live-action and open scene where we saw Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine and Rebecca Chambers and Albert Wesker in live action. And those actors, all these years later, 30 years after that game came out, are back in a fan-produced film, which we're now going to show the world premiere of. So let's have a look at Resurrection, a Biohazard story.
It's been 30 years since we entered the survival horror with Resident Evil. The FMV cutscenes seared into our brains and setting our expectations of what's to come for the franchise. Charlie Kraslavsky, Greg Smith, Linda, Eric Pirius all become visual foundations of our favourite iconic characters. After the success of The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story, a short fan film inspired by our favourite franchise, we set our sights on something bigger. And after a $250,000 crowdfund campaign to create a limited fan series set in modern times with the original cast. Ladies and gentlemen, Horror Game Awards, it is my honour and privilege to give you a first look at Resurrection, a Biohazard story.
truth. No more lies. You've got till the count of 3.
The prodigal children return.
The fuck is that supposed to mean, old man?
Minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare. Isn't that right, Jill?
Luffy! Look, get out!
What's the matter, old friend? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Resurrection.
So before we move on to our next award, I just want to remind you guys that we are a lovely little indie project ourselves from the brainchild of Will and Phil, who came up with the Horror Game Awards and have championed it since 2022. Maybe there's a few things that we're figuring out for our first ever live show. Woo! But it is all in the spirit of the horror genre, of experimentation, of giving something a go and seeing how it works and figuring it out together. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting us. And now I'm going to bring us on to our next award, which is going to be presented by our wonderful sponsors, Lost in Cult, as they have just presented a lovely trailer for us there. And it is Best Indie Developer. So who better to do this for us than the people who champion indie horror releases, who make physical releases of the games that we love, and are just all-round great guys. So please come on up, Ben.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you enjoying the Horror Game Awards? Yes, it's an incredible show. It's an honor to be involved. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying all these amazing announcements. I hope you're enjoying the bar. I hope you're enjoying the canapes, I must say, are particularly good. And they will be rare as hen's teeth by the end of the night. We'll be using them as currency like cigarettes in prison. So get those now. Horror is so important to us at Lost in Cult. It's something that we've gravitated towards since we began 5 or so years ago. It's really part of our DNA, and we love it dearly. The horror genre is one that, of course, entertains and thrills and provides us with all those fantastic, fresh nightmares that we all get off on, let's be honest, and we love that. But it's also a genre that, whilst doing so, it manages to find beauty, and it manages to find meaning, and it manages to allow us to reflect on the most wonderful and terrible things in the world around us and find our own, strange ideas. And nobody is doing that better than independent developers are. They're still finding uncharted ground, and they're still exposing us to strange new ideas through their incredible work and their artistry. And that is what we want to celebrate today with this award. There have been so many incredible nominees in this category. It's a shame we can only show 3, but here are the 3 finalists. Incredible. And the award goes to Jordan King, Black Eyed Priest. Congratulations.
How's everyone doing?
My one goal with walking up here on this stage was to not fall up the stairs, and I'm glad to say that did not happen. Hi, my name is Connor Rush. I am an independent game developer and founder of the game studio Fire Games. I'd like to, thank you. Thank you. I'd like to first start by just thanking Will, Ash, and Phil for inviting me here and all the amazing people at Lost in Cult who helped put on this incredible event. So thank you guys so much. And also, thank you to all of you. This is actually my first time abroad in the UK. I flew here from the States. I have to say, I was quite nervous, very nervous, in fact. I spent the whole month prior prepping on Duolingo, just to make sure. In all the gaps it left, I just filled in with reruns of Inside Number 9 and James Acaster specials. But the real reason we're here is to celebrate our art form, that art form being horror games. It's incredible that you guys have given us this amazing place that we can celebrate horror games where they are so often overlooked, and be able to display some incredible games. And with that, I'd like to introduce a batch of new trailers, starting off with my upcoming video game, Project Songbird. Thank you. Project Songbird is very heavily inspired by the works of David Lynch and Robert Eggers. It is a first-person cinematic narrative horror game where you play as Dakota, a musician who has isolated themselves in the remote Appalachian forest to record their newest album amidst a writer's block. It stars the BAFTA Award-nominated Valerie Rose Lohman, as well as the always incredible Jonah Scott and Alex Lee. There's a free demo to download right now, and it is available to wishlist on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. Without further ado, that and many more trailers. Thank you.
So what do you want me to do?
I have an idea, if you're up for it, but it might be a lot. So, my friend Don has this log cabin about 2.5 hours south down in West Virginia. I've heard a lot of stories of musicians retreating away for a bit to get out of their element. And these guys come out of it having written the best music of their lives. I just thought that if you were willing, I'll give you the directions and I'll give the guy notice that you could be staying all next month. I just thought maybe you'd like to take the time away to get an album out. A new classic Neon Songbird album. Now, the place isn't exactly 5-star. We're living a bit off the grid, but, I don't know, you can show everyone that you've still got it. What do you say?
Progress can be ugly. At Corinth, our focus has always been the same, driving humanity forwards. To move forwards, we have to look at where we are. Sometimes the reality is ugly. Not everyone wants to admit that. But we have been in this business for centuries, and we're only just getting started. Corinth, humanity first.
Right, Connor is such an amazing independent developer and we're so fabulous to have him. Can we get another round of applause for him? Yeah, we're so honored and proud as the Horror Game Awards to spotlight all the creators of every size, from the solo developers to the biggest AAAs. So now, let's move on and present the award for Best Developer. And for doing so, the person doing it will be Susie Hunter.
Hi, I'm Susie Hunter. You already know who I am. What's actually important is the fact that we wouldn't ever have a Horror Game Awards if it weren't for the people that actually make horror games. So this next award is for Best Developer. And I don't just mean the big guys, oh no. This is an award for those big and small, from double and AAA to indie and solos. The finalists for Best Developer are something important. Capcom, aka the masterminds behind Resident Evil.
Grace. They're coming.
Red Barrels, those known for the unrelenting nightmares of Outlast.
You're literally a puppet.
Don't you upset Daddy.
And Wrong Oregon, who take responsibility for unleashing the sci-fi masterpiece, Mouthwashing. Well, this morning, I got a letter, and the name on the envelope said, winner. And that winner is Red Barrels. Congratulations, Red Barrels. I hope you outlast all of your nightmares. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your show, and I'll talk to you later.
This is amazing. On behalf of the whole team at Red Barrels, thanks to everyone who voted for us. It wasn't always an easy journey, and we're honored to receive this award. The Outlast trial was a hell of a challenge, but we got an amazing team and we pushed through. Thanks to all the fans who've been supporting us for almost 15 years now since we created the Red Barrels. This is just the beginning. The team is hard at work to make you scream, run for your life, turn your head in disgust. So stay tuned, the future is bloodier than ever. Once again, thanks to everyone. Congrats to all the nominees, and we'll see you in the trials.
Huge congratulations to Red Barrels there, and their very good doggo. Our next world premiere trailer comes from Digital Dreams and Fine Oak Games, and before we roll it, I'm going to have to make a personal apology. It's because I have a lot of friends who are really not fans of dolls. Let's take a look at Baptiste.
This doll is really creepy. Is this the house? It looks like it's falling apart.
It's a miracle we found such a big house for so little money. And in such a quiet place.
This doll is really creepy.
Are you the one who opens the door to Serenityville?
This isn't funny! Mom, open the door!
Calm down. Breathe. It's just a doll, Tom.
Fun fact, I can sing exactly like that as well, but I won't do it right now. For our next award category, we have a specialist jury of games industry veterans that have voted on our winner, and they've come together to curate our Technical Achievement Award with insider knowledge. Presenting this award is Tara Bunker from Supermassive Games, the minds behind the horror game. Yeah! The minds behind horror game behemoths like Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology. So welcome, Tara.
Hi everyone. As mentioned, I've had the pleasure of working across a number of amazing titles in horror gaming, like The Quarry, Little Nightmares 3, which has been nominated tonight, and the upcoming Directive 8020. Woo, yeah! And the great part of my role is I get to see how much work gets put into these games. The amount of detail and the tech that goes behind it, especially for horror games. I think there's such an art that you can work on something and really make people stand on edge when they're playing. And it's been amazing to see as well, not only fans, but other content creators being terrified to the bone when playing games. So I'm honored to be presenting the Technical Achievement Award today, which represents the best innovation in gameplay and technology in the field. And the nominees are...
Okay, guys, I have a plan. No! Please. Stop! No, Michael, don't get involved in this. Give it to me. No.
God, they are quite scary, aren't they? And the winner is Silent Hill Air.
We're very grateful that NeoBar's team's technical effort and dedication in Silent Hill app has been recognized. Our team was constantly thinking about how to create a Silent Hill game using new tech, presentation methods, and gameplay to offer a new yet familiar experience. And we nailed it. We're honored and excited to keep pushing the limits. Thank you.
Yeah, so congratulations to the team at NeoBards for the win for there. Now, we have got another trailer and we're going to be showcasing the newly released AILA, a horror game that explores the dark side of artificial intelligence. We firmly put the focus on art created by humans here at the Horror Game Awards, and at odds with a world slowly relying more on generative AI content. So it makes sense this one is one of the scariest concepts right out there right now. Let's take a look.
very ominous. Then that trailer was Tenebrisomnia, which is coming out next year, an incredible, unique blend of pixel art, 8-bit action, and live-action cutscenes. But next, we've got the Lifetime Achievement Award, which is all about honoring those developers who've made a significant contribution to the industry. And to present this award, none other than the director of the Dying Light franchise, Timon Smetkala.
You look absolutely amazing. Give it up for yourself. Yeah! Everyone, there are jump scares, big monsters, and gruesome deaths, but those are simple frights that last only a moment. The real horror comes from the little details that crawl under your skin and last forever. It takes a lot of time to master those details, and that's why it's an honor to present an award to those who have spent a lifetime mastering it. The finalists for Lifetime Achievement Award are
are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps.
Let's see. And the award goes to Hideo Kojima. Give it up!
Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps.
A much-deserved award for a brilliantly spooky mind. So we're going to take a look at some more trailers now for games you can play right now, or at least when the show is finished at least, starting with a fight for survival in deep space, Hell of Fear, Mind Breach.
Sangona has become a place trapped in darkness, silent but not calm, and certainly not lonely. It has turned into a place that no ordinary person would even want to see in their dreams.
Major Vex. Have you lost your mind, James? He's unstable. You've read his latest psych profile. Have his team die in that quarantine zone.
Now we have another award coming up, and it's a brand new one for the Horror Game Awards 2025. We're now heading back over to Connor Rush, the solo developer at Fire Games, working on the incredible-looking Project Songbird, to present the claw for Best Art Direction. Welcome back to Connor.
didn't fall again, guys. I'm doing so good. In my many years of game development, and I'm 24, so I would know, I'm obviously a veteran at this point, is that one of the most important aspects of a great horror game is its atmosphere. And what better way to create great atmosphere than with incredible art direction? From the way that the pools of blood reflect to the cascades of shadows down halls and the ways that lights bounce off of the walls. Here are the games that have shown excellence in art direction this year. And the winner for Best Art Direction of 2025 is Look Outside.
Huge congratulations to Look Outside for another win, well deserved. And now our next batch of trailers come from the Broken Lore series, and we're starting off with a world premiere for the upcoming psychological horror game, Broken Lore Follow.
There was so much blood.
Hide君、私、純子、リカバリーセンターで一緒だった。覚えてる？
ああ、純子か。
消える方法っていろいろあるんです。一番ゆっくりな方法はそのままここに居続けること。
薬飲まなきゃ。
The tower shines in the distance, and my eyes see only the summit. That's where we have to go, no matter what stands in our way. Ren keeps worrying, hesitating, but he doesn't understand. We need this. The world needs to see us. Every grip, every breath is proof that we're more than shadows. lost in the crowd. Up there, above everyone, will be untouchable. He fears the tower. I crave it. The steel, the wind, the silence. It's as if we're really alive. Daring us to reach it faster, to climb higher, to never look back. And I won't stop until we touch the sky.
Names I can't forget. Even when I close my eyes, their words follow me into the dark. I thought if I hid, if I kept silent, they would disappear. But the silence only feeds them. It gives them new faces, new shapes, shadows that know exactly where to find me. Every corner of this place feels familiar, yet twisted. My childhood rooms, my memories, all poisoned by the voices I tried to bury. And now they're back, waiting at the edge of my hearing. If this were only a dream, I could wake. But dreams end, and this doesn't.
I really love the concept of that one because every time I've had a boba tea, I've thought, man, this is just like drinking eyeballs. So I feel like it's very appropriate. So anyway, next award now dials into one of the most powerful tools in horror, which is the best soundtrack. This award is presented by Jade Jackson of the Chinese Room, developers of iconic, terrifying games like Amnesia: Machine for Pigs and Still Wakes the Deep. Woo!
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to everyone online watching at home. So yeah, as you said, this award is going to highlight an invisible, but yet arguably one of the most powerful tools in a horror game, which is the master of dread, suspense and atmosphere, the soundtrack. The nominees are and the winner is Finishing Move Incorporation for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Right, let's take a look at another bunch of trailers, starting off with the director's cut of Conscript, a new version and free update of the game that adds new difficulties, rooms and shortcuts, as well as a host of many quality improvements. Let's take a look.
Peggy 16.
So, in celebrating the horror games that we love, we've been celebrating all the things that make up a really good horror story. Obviously, we have the visuals in the best art direction, we have the soundtrack, which is really important to kind of get in that feel. And equally important is the narrative. The stories that keep us awake at night, that pry and work their way into our brains and make us lose sleep and think over and over about all the creepy things that they've foisted upon us, whether it's body horror or just that thought of, what if that happened to me? But now, to present the award for Best Narrative, we have a content creator and master of horror media breakdowns in Ryan Hollinger.
Forgive me, I do not have the charisma to articulate without a script, so I'm just going to read what I have in front of me, and I'm going to currently ignore you, right? Oh, I'll hold on to that, yes, thank you. It doesn't have to be said that all horror is deeply rooted in empathy, and perhaps the most profound way we express that is through storytelling. Narrative can help elevate design, immersion, player choice, and interactivity to give us a unique window into which to view ourselves, each other, our cultures, beliefs, morality, and God forbid, our mortality. They challenge us, inform us as much as they entertain us. However, most importantly, they help bring relatable meaning and catharsis when our own worlds begin to feel just as strange and scary. Here are the finalists for Best Narrative. Bloody stiff competition. Best Narrative goes to Silent Hill F. Unfortunately, you have to listen to me read their acceptance speech. From Motoi Okamoto, who is Silent Hill series producer, the production team would like to send our thanks to all our players. As publisher, Konami is honored to share this prestigious award with Rikishi 7 and the development team at NeoBards. Silent Hill F portrays women and the strength they possess in the face of suppression, and we are truly delighted that this story garnered such high acclaim. Thank you so much.
So, from Silent Hill F's haunting visions of the past to new games holding glimpses into a dystopian future, we're taking a look at titles to come with these next two trailers. So we've got Graft kicking us off with a cyberpunk story built on building yourself.
What do you see?
A butterfly.
Beauty.
What about this?
A secret handshake.
A fortress.
And this?
I don't know.
I see potential.
History in the making.
Secrets of the universe.
I see whatever we want it to be. Corinth, where humanity comes first.
So our next award goes for all the amazing, talented performers that bring out all our favourite characters to life, and then we promptly kill them again as the game goes through. Thanks for that. Presenting the award for Best Performance is actor Kirsten Rea.
Hello, and hello everyone at home, and thank you so much for the Horror Game Awards for having me back again, and for the first ever live show! Now, for a genre that is so full of monsters, it's almost ironic to say that humans are the heart of horror. And that's never as true as it is with video game performances. The way that we connect with stories comes from their ability to appeal to us as human beings. And it's the creatives that lend their voices and bodies to our favorite characters that create that conduit. Whether it's creating a believable and layered protagonist or complex and downright weird NPCs, there's a special honor that comes with bringing a person that has never breathed before to life as an actor. And a special award tonight that I am pleased to present to those that have changed us with their performances in horror games this year. And the nominees are...
Jeez, it looks like something ripped this gate wide open.
Maybe it was a bear, some kind of other animal?
I don't know. Judging from all this blood, it had to be something horrendous.
Asshole! You want me to make my own rules? Rule number 1, you're gonna spend the rest of your goddamn life in fucking agony.
Amazing performers all round, but we can only have one winner, and the winner for Best Performer in Horror Games is Konatsu Kato, Silent Hill F. Now, unfortunately, Konatsu can't be with us today, so I do have a performance, an acceptance speech to read to you from Motoi Okamoto. The production team would like to send our thanks to all of the players, as publisher Konami is honored to share this prestigious award with Konatsu Kato and the development team at NeoBards. This was Miss Kato's first attempt at performing for a video game, and she masterfully expressed the intricate emotions harbored within our female protagonist. We are thrilled by the fact that Miss Kato's performance achieved such great acclaim. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, I'm Ted. I run the indie horror publisher Black Lantern Collective. We started about 6 months ago to publish like weird fucked up indie horror games because those are the games I like, and you get to do that when you own the company. And so anyways, we got 2 trailers to show you tonight. First is for, I don't actually know which order they're in, but you'll probably be able to figure out which one's which, because the first is like a fishing horror game called Morning Tide that combines like a really sick psychological horror narrative with fishing, kind of what you'd expect from a PSX style game if you like know that kind of stuff. And the second one is for Horripilent, a kind of a clicker incremental style horror game that mixes like Norp Apolog with like Fear and Hunger. So if you're a fan of either of those, then you know, you're like a very specific audience, but that's kind of what we make. And so yeah, if you're an indie horror developer out there that needs like somewhere south of $200,000, then you can like message me. My screen name's like the same as my name. So anyways, enjoy.
Huge thanks to Ted and the Black Lantern Collective for a look at those upcoming games. And obviously, as we look forward to so many great games that are coming out, and more every year, that's one of the reasons why we have our most anticipated Horror Game Award. And to present this award, we have VTuber and actor, Horror Game Award nominated VTuber and actor, Lena Laser.
Thank you! Yeah, that's me! That's me! Thank you! Horror Game Awards 2025! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you!
Hey! Hey, get out of there! What are you doing?
Oh, gotta go.
Goodness gracious me, freaking can't get any good help around here. All right. Hey, guys. Hey, welcome. Nice to see you guys again for another Horror Game Awards, and this time 2025. Welcome. That's enough. No, really, that's enough. Anyway, here today I am presenting to you the most anticipated horror game.
I'm scared. Grace. They're coming.
And the winner is
something important.
Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, that's right. All right. Woo! Yeah!
Hey, Horror Game Awards. I'm Mandy from the community team at Capcom USA. Thank you so much for giving us the most anticipated game award for Resident Evil Requiem. We can't wait for you guys to play as Grace and as Leon on February 27th, 2026. Until then, I want to invite you guys to watch the Resident Evil Showcase happening early next year, where we're going to provide more information about the game. See you there.
Hello, I'm Hannah. I'm a senior producer from Supermassive Games. Shout out to my 3 tables over there. Yes, thank you. You may know us from The Quarry or Until Dawn, but today I'm here to introduce a very exciting trailer for Directive 8020. Which is our sci-fi The Thing in Space horror. Earlier this year, we shared the first look at Directive 8020, a glimpse into the eerie calm of the Cassiopeia and the mission that slowly slips into something far more sinister. Today, we're bringing that trailer back to set the scene for what's coming next. It's a reminder of the story, the tension, and the mystery at the heart of the game in our Trust No One trailer.
Peggy 18.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Those things can change shape.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
How amazing does that look? Oh, I'm very excited. Right, now, we always say that games are for everyone, and so is being absolutely terrified as well. So with that in mind, we are proud to move on to our next award category, which is the most accessible horror game, voted on by our jury of accessibility experts. Streamer and game developer Spoonie joins us from the jury to present the award tonight, so please give her a big round of applause.
There's a lot of stairs. All right, bear with me because I also wrote all my notes on my phone. So, for those who don't know, I am a content creator who absolutely loves horror. I am obsessed with horror. I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my blood. And accessibility is a really, really important thing to me as well. It is not something I thought about until it hit me in the face and my body started breaking down on me. And that is going to be the moment that it hits everybody unless you start paying attention now. Don't worry, it's not all that dire. So making horror games accessible is no easy task, and tonight we get an opportunity to highlight horrors that have made an extra effort to ensure their games are available to a wider range of players. By being mindful of accessibility options, designing with accessibility in mind, and also recognizing modders who've taken time to ensure more people get to enjoy a good scare. Tonight I am honored to be presenting the award for Most Accessible Horror Game. And the nominees are...
My prediction has come to pass. They come seeking anomalies. I fear they will only be content when this place is reduced to ash.
I also realised I didn't get a little thing to say. And it's not very accessibility friendly of you. And the winner is Little Nightmares 3.
Hello there. Just because no one said it yet, damn, there's a lot of people out there tonight. Get said every time. Yes, it's my great honour and privilege to accept this on behalf of the Little Nightmares team. 5 years ago when we started, accessibility wasn't really a big thing in the game industry. People did it, but it wasn't mainstream. Over the last 5 years, it's definitely hit more and more, but not necessarily in the horror industry. If we look at it here, we only really have like The Quarry, like Will Bells back in the day with his team did it. We hopefully took it further. Can't wait for Directive 2080 to take it even further. But yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully we'll go further with this.
Right, so we're drawing to the end of the night, but we've still got enough time to squeeze in a few more games for your wish lists. First up in this segment is The Crowned, a surreal survival horror where you decide whether you'll survive the ruined world you inhabit or destroy it completely. The choice is yours.
And now, to present our penultimate award, the Player's Choice, let's welcome us. The Player's Choice Award, like the Horror Content Creator of the Year Award, is entirely voted for by the public. It starts with an entirely open nomination process from which we choose the top 30 most popular games that the public have chosen, and then we whittle it down to 5, and from those pick one. And that's where we are today.
Yeah, with thousands of votes from across the world informing our top picks, the variety of horror on display is a testament to the genre that is always innovating, experimenting, and finding new ways to connect with its audience. From fighting through the puppet-infested streets of the 60s Japan to manipulating the physics-based fun in the world devoid of humans and all of the haunted houses in between. You have spoken about what deserves a trophy here tonight, and it's all damn pretty well weird. So let's check out the nominees.
What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake?
Okay, guys, I have a plan. No! Please. Stop! No, Mike. No, Michael, don't get involved in this. Give it to me. No.
And the winner is... No, I'm Not a Human.
Hey everyone, Traskas here. Hi there.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
We are all deeply grateful to be picked for the Player's Choice Award. It really means a lot to our small team.
Back when we made prototype version of No I'm Not a Human featured in Violent Horror Stories Anthology, we couldn't have even imagined that the game gets so much love and attention, or how the community inspired us to continue making the game even better. We couldn't have done it without your support, and we are incredibly grateful to everyone who played our game.
I'm so happy people love the music I made for the game. The game's soundtrack is my first ever full release, and I put my all into making it as immersive as I could. Seems like some of you are even continue listening to it even outside of the game. That really means the world.
Big thanks to all the fans for all of your wonderful creations. The creativity just blows my mind. I'm also deeply touched by all the positive comments on Mindsweater's artwork. The game's art style really caught on, so many fans tell us how unhinged or unique it is. I especially love how our fans depict the characters from the game and put their own spin on them.
Seeing so much fan content and feedback really inspires us to make No I'm Not a Human even better and also work on new projects. We will take this energy and use it to bring even more unique experience to you in the future.
None of this would have been possible without the help and support from Critical Reflex. Their continued guidance and expertise really help us bring on vision into reality exactly the way we imagined it.
Okay, everyone, there is but one award left on our unholy altar. But you don't get to see who it's going to just yet, because we have one more trailer to show you. It is a world premiere, and the only way I'm going to introduce it is to say, we have such sights to show you.
first reaction when I was told there was going to be this Hellraiser video game, to be absolutely honest, was at last. What kept you?
I would describe our game as a discomforting and dark story about people with inner voids. It's like a mix between violence and action, all wrapped in leather, flesh and chains. We're making our game for players who are into these kind of psychological horror experiences, but also for die-hard Hellraiser fans who want to get immersed into this world for the first time.
So the protagonist of Hellraiser Revival is this guy called Aiden. He's a troubled guy, had various addictions in his life, and the most recent of which is that he's completely infatuated with his girlfriend Sunny. They use the configuration together and she's ceremoniously kind of torn to shreds. So from that point onwards, he's trying to survive, make some kind of deal with the Cenobites to get out of this whole situation alive, but maybe also to have Sunny back. He was modeled pretty closely on Julia from the original movie and from the novella. They both share a kind of infatuation, a sort of like wretchedness that makes them need more from life.
When drawing a line on pushing the boundaries of sexuality and violence, it was like a no-brainer creatively, because Hellraiser as a franchise deserves to be really explicit and really violent.
This game has a lot of sexual explicit stuff and a lot of gore and a lot of violence. So modeling things for this type of game was a challenge, especially to people who are maybe sensitive to things like that. You know, we had to look at references. So we were very careful what we were looking online and where we were looking at online. But in the end, we are all artists, so we look at our subject in a different eye. So something that's maybe sexual or very disturbing to others, to us, it's just a subject. We have to bring out the theme, we have to invoke a feeling, so we kind of, detach from it or look at it from a different perspective than like a regular person would. If you've shown some of the stuff that we did to my parents, I think they would be probably, very shocked. And I was like, but this is, normal, this is every day for me.
People who are sensitive to mature content should be definitely wary of playing our game. It's not for the faint of heart. It's a truly visceral and discomforting experience, and we did not hold back.
If you want simple ideas, don't go to Clive Barker, because you're not going to get them.
He made certain that we understood the soul of the work, the soul of Hellraiser. He made sure that we understood that. From that point on, he was pretty nurturing. Any decision that we made, as long as we held that soul of Hellraiser in our hearts as we made it, he was supportive of, and he trusted us as people who knew games to translate that soul into this medium.
Clive is an imaginative powerhouse. His head is a restless place of constant invention. If I had to summarize him, then I would, without any hesitation, call him a genius and a friend. And to know that we are very nearly 40 years from when we shot Hellraiser, and to know that Clive has been involved and had a lot of input into this game, and to be part of it again myself, is strange. And how could I have ever expected that when we were shooting Hellraiser at Cricklewood Production Village 40 years ago? It's remarkable and it's wonderful.
One of the key concepts that we wanted to incorporate into our game was that duality and contrast between the teams. So like this famous sentence, angels to some and demons to others, which always resonated in my mind whenever I was making decisions. It's all like in the eye of the beholder. For us, it was like it can be macabre or it can be beautiful. The contrast between, opposing things was very important to bring out in the game.
The design goals that we set for ourselves when it comes to violence and gore is getting to the feeling of discomfort in our players. We wanted to feel discomfort while watching these gruesome scenes, but never to be gratuitous in a way, never to do violence for violence sake or sexuality for sexuality's sake, but to take it very seriously and to just honor the storytelling. It's all in service of the story. And Clive Barker, his stories never backed down from being violent or having these sexual themes, and we wanted to honor that.
Okay, so when I saw the fan reacting to the announcement of our game, I basically did the most Hellraiser thing you can imagine. I cried.
We know that we have a dedicated core fan base of the franchise, but seeing how big that fan base is how much they actually like and approve what we're doing, just give us so much more, motivation to keep going what we're doing and make a great game.
We didn't really know for sure whether the world wanted a Hellraiser game like what we were making, and when they reacted to the announcement of the type of game that we were making, that this was a proper single-player premium survival horror experience, and that was exactly what they'd been wanting and kind of lacking. 99 out of 100 comments or reactions or whatever that we got on the internet were just like beaming positivity.
It was like such an outburst of emotions because in game dev cycles you develop a game for 2, 3, 5 years sometimes, and you work in a really closed environment with your colleagues, and there is no external recognition of that, right? And then at some point it gets validated with such positive response from the audience, and that made me really emotional, right? And then also the whole team, I'm really proud of them for achieving that. That's like a really huge milestone for us as a studio.
Fans are going to be scared, and they are going to have a great time being scared, which is exactly how things should work in the wonderful world of horror.
Can't wait to take a Cenobite of that. Thank you. Well, we've made it to the end of the evening, and what a night it's truly been. We've got one final award to cap off the evening and one final special guest to present it. Please welcome Austria's biggest gaming YouTuber and horror game fanatic, Luigi Kid.
Wow, that's a chunky boy. Oh, man. Wow, I've played hundreds of horror games already, but nothing could have prepared me for this. Stage fright. But I'm gonna tank for this and log in, so no worries. First of all, thank you so much to the team and everyone here for having me. It's such a pleasure and a great honor. And thanks to everyone that is here in person and watching the live stream. Truly special. And of course to my family and my lovely girlfriend for watching, and my dedicated bros and brodettes. You get the gist. Anyways, 2025 has been nothing but amazing for horror games. We had a great mix, indie gems and big AAA titles, all delivering dread in their very special own way. And horror has so much more than just being jump scares. Of course, they're part of the fun, but it also lets you explore, darker themes more safely, and lets you also explore, yourself and the world around you in a different way. Our top games really captured that spirit, of course. One of those is Silent Hill F, the first full new main entry in over 10 years, and it takes the series into an entirely new setting. Look Outside brings old school survival RPG energy back, nostalgic but still fresh. And No, I'm Not Human, wonderfully strange, deeply unsettling, and the kind of experience that truly sticks with you. Once again, here are your nominees. Wow, so all three absolutely deserve to be here, and I want to congratulate each and every team behind these games and all the nominees for creating something bold, memorable, and truly special. An applause for everyone, please. But it's time. Let's see who takes home Horror Game of the Year 2025. Let's open the envelope. The winner of Horror Game Awards 2025 is Silent Hill F.
In a year filled with so many excellent horror games, the team at NeoBards is extremely grateful for this honor today. We'd especially like to thank Konami and our producer Okamoto-san for trusting us with developing a brand new title in such a storied franchise. Only with the hard work and dedication of the team will this project be possible. And we'd like to thank you again for this honor today. But most of all, we'd like to thank you for enjoying Silent Hill F. Thank you.
Well, what a night it's been, and congratulations to all of our winners for all of our awards. But it's worth noting that this has been an absolutely stacked year for horror games. So every single winner, but also every single one of our finalists and every single one of our initial nominees, all deserve to be here, all deserve your attention, because that's what we're all about, is celebrating horror games and giving out horror game awards. Now, before we go, our wonderful sponsors at Lost in Cult have asked me to remind everyone who is here in attendance that you have a goodie bag on your seat, and please do take it away. It is intended for you as guests. So that's the request that they've asked me to put to you. And now I'm going to ask all of them to please stand up so we can give them a round of applause. Get on your feet. It's been a remarkable journey coming from making a couple of YouTube videos to doing a full live streamed event in person like this, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without them, so thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it.
Yes, a full event in person. So we're here to thank you guys as well. Thank you so much for coming, for sitting at our little tables that we've done all little decorations on, and being here and cheering. It's so good. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much to our wider Horror Game Awards team as well, who I'd like to give a massive, massive shout out to. We've got Steve, we've got Nick, we've got Andy, Dee, Lizzie. There's loads of people with loads of shout outs. Can we give them a massive round of applause, please?
And I'd like to thank each and every presenter that we've also had today for making the journey and coming up on the stage, because for a lot of us, it's our first time up here live as well. So a big applause for them, everyone. 2026 promises to be a really stacked year with horror games, so we can't wait to come back again with another live show in December 2026.
So, to everyone here in the audience and to everyone watching at home, thank you very, very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you again next year.